Hello and welcome back to Kinlaig, and we're at field 22 where we're going to put onions in today, and to help us I've hired a special machine which is this New Holland, because this New Holland here, the T8 AT20, has 281 horsepower in it, and it really struggles on even tiny little hills like this. So I want to see if this thing here, which is a T8, which has 410 horsepower in it, I think, will do any better. But first things first, I need to put some nitrogen on this field, because I really don't think it has any. I'm doing everything before we put the onions in. So I've put pH on here, and I've also analysed the field, and the next thing to do is put nitrogen on it. Right then, just one little miss bit, I think. And there's a little bit over here which says, I don't know why this happens, but there's a little red bit which says there's no nitrogen on it, so I will try that again. But I don't think it'll do anything. No. Okay. Fine. Alright, let's wrap that up and take it off the field, and then we'll have to do the cultivating with the big brother of this tractor here. Fine. So I just remembered actually that I've got four contracts that I haven't collected for yet, so let's do that before I have to scroll through a million things again. So we just made 9,000, 19,000, 26,000 pounds, which is paid for this tractor here. But before I do that, I would just like to remind you of what we have. I mean, we have the fields that you start with on this map. If you start here, which are 23, 20, 35 and 22. By the way, let's visit this grass field, ready to harvest. No data found. We have to analyse this, but we also need to cut it. So we have a production which is going to let us buy field 36 very soon, which is the young fish breeding. I'll go to time saving stock check here, where you'll see new salmon, and in July that will be worth £474,000. And you know, there's like 4 months to July, so we need to make sure every day that young fish breeding is okay and it's not out of space and there's fish food in there. And I probably need to do something about that today. But let's go back to the field and this beast and see how it does with cultivating on this kind of slightly hilly field. So let's do this. And there's our first line. Very bumpy because it's a ploughed field. So open this up, and this what we hired here, it doesn't need, let's just find it in here, it doesn't need a lot of horsepower. I didn't want to get something that needed like 500 horsepower. It is this one here, it needs up to 260 horsepower, and this tractor has 409 horsepower. So I think we can go actually. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. So our fields that we have, this field, let's just make sure that's cultivating. Yeah, it is. And we have to cultivate because we're putting onions in, and there's no sort of direct drill for onions. But our fields are a little bit hilly, like this one's hilly. You can see I'm going uphill here. And 281 horsepower that we've got in the other New Holland doesn't cut it. But this one is 409 horsepower, so we need to buy something like this. So it seems that 400 horsepower is the answer to our fields, because we struggle with 281 horsepower, which the other New Holland there has. And it's a shame to send this thing back. We've had it for 0.3 hours, 18 minutes, but I haven't got anything else for it to do at the moment, I don't think. There's no more fields to cultivate. We will need to buy field 36 down the road fairly soon, and we're going to take out a bridging loan for that. Because we won't, you know, if I sell all the fish now, I'll lose out on like £200,000 profit. I have to sell it all in July and borrow some money against it. Well, it's the end of a long day, and I know there's fish food needed, but you know, I've done that so many times, I don't want to have to do it at the end of the day. So I'm just going to leave that. We might lose out on a bit of young salmon, but so be it, you know. So tomorrow is quite an exciting day because we can put onions in, and I will use JCB for that, because you can put narrow tyres on that and it won't make, you know, big indentations in the field sort of thing. I'll leave that open for the night, and I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, let's just check on our animals, make sure they're still alive. Yeah, these ones are fine, and these ones are okay. That's fine. What about our production, our fish food production? No fish food, materials missing. And how has that affected our this here? We nearly got 500,000 in there for July. Look at that. Anyway, I need to buy fish food. One day I won't have to do this anymore. We'll produce fish food in the fish food factory. We're making all the right stuff for it, and it will just, you know, distribute here, and we won't have to keep doing this every day. But it's worth it. It's going to be worth it. You know, in July it'll be well worth it, because we'll have like probably, I mean, about, I don't know what, like £600,000 or £700,000. So a couple of things I need to do now, one of which is to hire the onion drill, which is this one here. This special planter is used to plant vegetables, onions. There's nothing else that will do it. So we're going to hire this, and I'll pick it up on the way back. 2652, yes. And you need 140 horsepower for it. So I think that the JCB is okay. Let's just see. The JCB fast track is 130 horsepower. We'll try it anyway. Fine. And the other thing I need to do is see if there's any contracts. So this is funny, because this field is a field we're going to buy, 36. So it's to our advantage actually to do this contract. So I'll just stick him here and do this, and he'll sort it out, won't he? So I've got this on the back of the New Holland, and I think I'll use a New Holland. I'm not actually sure if I can put narrow tyres on this New Holland. Let's just see. Wheel setup. Oh, narrow tyres. I can. Yeah, £1,000. Yeah, fine. Okay. So here we are, arriving at field 22. And the final thing to do, we've done quite a lot to this field now actually. We've cultivated it, put lime on it, put nitrogen on it. It should be a really, really healthy field with a good yield. So I'm going to put this entirely on a worker if I can. So just put his wheels on here, and then do this. AI worker, start with yes, up and down first, and do that. And he may run out of seed, so we'll have to come back and sort that out, maybe. I just would like to see him start though. Well, do you know what? This guy, I've been waiting for this guy to start work for the last 5 minutes, but I don't think you can get a worker to put onions in. So I'm going to have to do it. I just want to get onions in the ground, you know. And it's not going to happen if I wait for this guy any longer. So it might take a while. So what I think I'll do is just do like, I don't know, a third of the field, then do something else, and then come back. Then come back to it. Well, I reckon I've done half the field now, pretty much half the field, so I'll come back later and finish it off. Let's just turn him round. And while I'm here, I'd like to get a thumbnail. So if I just put him like this and I turn off the HUD, he should follow the line. Yeah, something like that. That's my thumbnail, probably. Anyway, so let's just turn on HUD visibility again. He's following the line, so that's fine. But I don't think that's not a worker at the moment. I just want to see, actually, if I do this again. What will he do? Ah, right, he'll do it now. So I will leave him to that because I need to harvest the grass, and I'm going to use the AGCO, which is going to be this thing here. I'll rent this, yes, and I will rent this as well. So we need like lots of hay for our animals. A bit less now because I did sell a load of our Highland cattle a little while ago, which means that we don't have to feed them like 20,000 litres of hay every day, you know. So I'm just going to stick him on here, and I'm going to put this on a worker because I've got something momentous to do. So this AI worker, start with headland is fine. And let's put him on a worker and see if he does what we ask him to do. Yes, he does. Unlike this bloke who's just going over everything that we've already done. So that's absolutely useless. So the thing that's momentous is I'm going to go to field 36 and I'm going to buy it. Yeah, this field here. Spinach is growing. I don't really want spinach, so we're going to have to cultivate that out of here. What I want is soybeans. So anyway, this field costs 293,000. So what I'm going to do is go to finance up here and borrow 295,000. And I describe this as a bridging loan because in July, when we sell all our young salmon, I'm going to pay all this back in one go. So we'll have to pay a bit of interest. So now we've got the money to buy it, and I'm going to buy it. Yes, I'm going to buy it. And now we own it and the spinach growing, which I don't want. But the first thing I'm going to do is get the, not this guy, but this guy, and get the Izaria Scout and come and analyse it, because this is the first thing to do before we put soybeans in. And the Altaria Scout is just here. I've got a bit of a bad habit of looking at our time-saving stock check a bit too much, but I'd like to check it now because it was nearly at 500,000 before, and yes, 504. I'm talking about the young salmon, 504,000 in July. So that production should be just fine. I might need to. Oh, I need to go to it. Sorry about this, but I need to go to it because it's nearly out of room, and I can't have that. It must be producing all the time to, you know, so our profits are as big as they can be in July. Any more? All right, just a bit more. It's all packed in ice. It'll still be fresh in July, you know. So there we go. Loads and loads of that stuff. So, right, let's go back to this and let's start analysing this field. I feel like I really kind of was a bit lost on this map when I first started making the episodes. I didn't know how we were going to make any money, and I'd had to think on my feet a lot, you know. But that young fish breeding production, that I can never remember the exact name of, but that's what it is an absolute godsend to us, because that's going to make us a lot of money in July. That's going to make us, like, I don't know how much really. It might make us 800,000, something like that, near to £1 million. But and then that will open things up. Like if we make 800,000, you know, we'd have to pay for this field out of that, but we could also buy the fish food production. I'm not sure how much that is actually. Let's have a look at that. The fish food factory is... I don't want to visit that at the moment. But I just wanted to say actually about this field. This field actually is a very, very healthy field because we can see, yeah, look at this. All this loam. All this is loam. It's like 60% loam. So that is, you know, very good for our yield. We get the best yield from loam. And the second best, there's a bit of silty clay here, which is not good. But anyway... And probably the second best yield from sandy loam. So when all this is kind of drilled and everything, we should really get a pretty good yield, which I'm looking forward to. Anyway, nice to use the JCB. Drop that off. And let's see how everybody's doing. He's doing this, and I've got to finish this, haven't I? It's a real shame you can't get a worker to do this for you, but you can't. It just doesn't work. He just drives all around the field doing nothing. Well, I always knew this was going to be slightly painful when I couldn't get the worker to do it, and that's how it's proved, because it's taken quite a long time. But the good thing is we've got onions now in the ground, so this is the growth. This is the growth on the field just here. So there's no misbits. No misbits at all. The growth on other fields here, that's canola, that's growing as well. That's harvested, we need to send him back. So, I'll try not to leave my tyre tracks on here. Man, that's been a mission today to do this, but I'm pleased it's all in now. And just standing on to see what it says to us. Expected yield, yeah, yield potential 100%. Wherever you stand. Nitrogen okay. Too much nitrogen. pH value is perfect, which it should be. Wow, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Next time we have to put, let's just see if we can fly, lime on field 36, which is over here, this field here, and we need to pick up all that hay as well. And let's just have one final look at the time saving stock check to see how it's gone up. 510,000 now. It's gone up about 10,000 quid. So in July, that should be a bumper payday. Thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.